Alright, YouTube. Let's have a recap. We just got done finished pulling our first oversized load. We went 300 or 290 miles. I think the permit route was actually for like 301. It was listed for 290. It was at like 668 a mile. Wasn't bad money. The first oversized load I've ever done. I had to go out and buy flags. I had to buy the permit, and I had to buy the oversized banners. I only spent $54 on the permits. I spent roughly $180 on the flags, the banners, and etc. I ended up ripping a brand new tarp. I mean, brand new tarp. I literally unpackaged it, set it on the load, and I put blankets on the corners while going down, like midway down the load. There was another sharp corner, and my blanket, the moving blankets that I had laid out, didn't go all the way down, and I ended up ripping a hole in the brand new tarp that I literally unpackaged right there at the shipper. And I was like, damn. So that was also 300, that tarp was like $365 or something like that. Mind you, I can get a patch kit and I can patch it, not that big of a deal. Totally a new perspective at the wide load guys. Literally, like, they rely on the CB. Literally. I couldn't see an effing thing. I was 12 wide. Actually, correction. I was only supposed to be like 11 wide. I ended up being 12 wide. I'm a little lucky that we had no issues. It's pretty much literally the blind leading the blind. If you have to get over, you turn your turn signal on, and you either A, hope for a trucker behind you to say you're good to get over, or you wait a few minutes. If you don't see anyone alongside of you speeding up, you slowly just inch over into the lane and you listen for a crunch. I know that sounds so effed up, but I mean, it really was something else. I think more people should have the CB in the truck. It is definitely, I was extremely grateful when there was guys that were on the radio, because I was just wide enough to where I couldn't see anything out my mirrors, and I didn't require, for what I thought the load was, I didn't require any pilot cars. So, and that's what I was told. So I never, got them or anything like that. And, but even if, I still couldn't see out the mirrors, and I have wide mirrors. I don't know. Maybe if I would have done it differently, I think I would have had them off center the load a little bit more, because they put it dead center on my trailer, so I had the same amount sticking out on both sides. Actually, so maybe offset it a little bit so I could see, but I mean, I couldn't see nothing out any one of my mirrors. It was definitely an experience. The broker ended up lying to me. I was supposed to get loaded right away in the morning to be able to make delivery on Friday, and that didn't end up happening. It ended up taking 6.5 hours to get loaded. By the time I finally got loaded, I got a text message from the customer saying that they are no longer going to receive after 2:20, or 2:30, I mean. And I was like, what the F? Like, I was told I could deliver this today, and da-da-da. And the customer's like, well, maybe I can get a guy there this weekend. And then he texted me and saying, yeah, no, you're stuck until Monday. So I called the broker and I'm like, listen here. I'm like, I would have never booked this load. I wanted to go home. And, we have to talk about this because, we need some detention pay. I booked permits. I'm stuck with a wide load on my trailer. That's what it is. And you can't just drive around with a wide load, and your permits are only good for one day, and I'm not going to get permits every single day. So, anyways, I told them that you're going to have to pay me for detention pay. I ended up getting a hotel. I'm stuck in the hotel for the weekend, and yeah, so first week of flatbedding has been very, very interesting to say the least. I definitely do enjoy doing it. I don't know if I enjoy doing it more in cars because I really did like hauling cars, but I like the actual physical labor. I feel like that's going to help me out quite a bit. I'd rather be physical and active than sitting in a truck, bumping a dock, waiting to get loaded and unloaded. Yeah, I know you kind of do the same thing in flatbed, but you're at least throwing the tarp, you're throwing straps, you're climbing up and down, you're twisting, yanking, all the things you're not supposed to do with your back, you're doing it. You're climbing up on top of a load, you're 14 feet in the air, the danger factor is there. That's for sure. I don't know. I really want to get a step deck or an RGN. But I don't know. We'll have to just play it by ear and see how it goes. But so far, I like the new truck. I like the new trailer. There's a few things I have to do to them both, but, that's just how it is. There's always something that needs to be done. There's never not something. And if there is, you're overlooking it. And that's when you're slipping. So, anyways, stay tuned. This is going to be an adventure for all of us. And I'll leave it uncut, so I'll insert a couple pictures in the video of the load. As always, have a good night. I hope y'all are somewhere warm. It's a brisk, balming negative 12 degrees outside. I ended up getting a hotel. I didn't want to run the truck for the next few days. Even though it's so cold outside, I am still starting my truck every 5 to 6 hours and just letting it run for a half an hour to keep it somewhat started, because I'm out on the road. I'm in a bumpkin town, and I'm not trying to deal with a dead truck or a truck that won't start or a gelled up truck. So, yeah, don't forget to treat your fuel. But anyways, y'all have a good night. I'm going to sit here in my hotel and be a little bit warmer than sleeping in the truck.